Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika. Today I am going to do a different type of a reading. And this is going to be for those of you that are in the process of being open to finding a sacred partner, one to move forward with, but you don't necessarily have anybody in mind in particular, or maybe you're unaware of who this person might be. Certainly, these messages might resonate for those of you that may already have an idea who this person is for you. But this is going to be aimed at those of you that are ready to find that sacred partnership. And so I'm just going to start kind of just doing a whatever comes up, whatever messages Spirit has for you, if this is you and this is the situation that you are in. I do have several clients who have been in this situation and have just randomly, not so randomly, but recently met their person. And it's been really exciting to hear those stories and to see how this all plays out. So I'm going to be here to support those of you where maybe you're not aware of who this person is, you're unsure, but you feel like they're around you. So what message does Spirit have to begin this conversation? Okay. They're saying, they're starting off with the message of proceeding softly. And what I'm getting very strongly from this is emphasizing the need to be in an energy, a feminine receptive energy. This isn't an energy where you're going out and seeking and doing. This is simply being in the receptive feminine frequency, even if you may be a divine masculine in your core essence. But this is very much speaking of there is a softness and a receptivity that precedes the manifestation, because it is in this softness and receptivity that there is essentially an opening for the masculine to come forward, to reveal himself, to make an approach. But there's definitely and it says, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. So this isn't, like I said, this is not about being in a masculine, go for it, action-oriented energy. This is just gently going about your life, being open, being connected to the feminine essence, as well as being in your power, being in your feminine. Now they're coming up with dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. And I love that this card is coming up, because what this is saying is when you are in your authentic truth, you will attract that which seeks you. This is not about being anybody other than who you are in order to attract somebody. A lot of times when people are single and they feel like they should go do things, they should go out and meet people, they should put themselves out there, they should do all this, they should go out and get dressed up and try to attract somebody. And this is the opposite of what Spirit is saying here. Not that you shouldn't take actions to get out into the world, but this is more of when you are in your truth and standing in the light of truth. That is when you will resonate on an energetic level with the person who is seeking that which you are. Now, I am going to be, by the way, doing an extended where I'm actually going to do 3 different scenarios of how maybe you might meet this person, also what they may like about you, what you may like about them. We're kind of going to do 3 different potentials in the extended. And also, I did just put together, because a lot of my clients are sacred feminine who are dealing with their inner masculine energies. And so I just launched a special bundle that's almost 7 hours into understanding the divine masculine when it comes to being in a period of separation. And it is available. There's information down below, but essentially it looks at all of the different stages of the masculine energy when it comes to romantic partnerships, which includes being vulnerable, which includes I know what I want, but why aren't I doing it? All of those things are listed in the information box. But like I said, it's almost 7 hours of a deep dive into understanding the sacred masculine. If you are interested, it includes all of the videos that are part of that series here on YouTube, but including all 6 extended readings. So definitely check that out if you are interested. What other message wants to come through for those of you that are ready for love? There we go, rising above. Do you see how these are all connected? It's so interesting. When I was getting this card, I was talking about receptivity. I was getting a vision of a flower being opened so that the bee can come and come into the flower. The flower doesn't go after the bee. The flower attracts the bee with its nectar. And here is the lotus flower. So I see only beauty and grace, and I'm rising above. So what is most important when you feel as though you are ready? You feel maybe that love is around you, but it hasn't quite manifested yet. Spirit is emphasizing the feminine energy, being in her power, being in her truth. She will shine her light brightly, and she will be seen by those that are intended for her. Do you see how she's not out there, looking around? She's literally popped up out of this lotus flower. She's reached a level of consciousness, and her light is shining extremely brightly. So what other what is another guidance message regarding this situation? And of course, I'm hearing Charlotte from Sex and the City, where she's like, where is he? So for those of you in that, he or she, what other message is be proud of yourself? The last quarter moon in Taurus. You've come a long way when you've reached this point in your journey. Many of you have been embarking on a very strong inner journey of healing, of self-discovery and growth. And Spirit is wanting you to know, be proud of yourself. You're in the final releasing of anything that is impacting either your feeling of self-worth or readiness for love and partnership. And also the full moon in Capricorn, so 2 earth energies, taking a reality check. This is letting go, potentially, of old structures, old constructs, old ways of being in relationship. It's where you've gotten real with yourself, and you have embraced and integrated all sides of yourself. That is the truth that you are dwelling in. That is, you know what? This is me. I love me. I accept me, and I adore me. And I am human. I have my ups and my downs. I have my gifts and I have my challenges. And I am incredible exactly as I am. And so that's what I feel. I feel like many of you, it's like you're coming back into yourself. You're probably feeling for the first time, I just really feel good in my skin. I feel good with who I am. I feel good with where I am in my life. I've made peace with my past, and I'm eager for my future, is the energy I'm feeling. And what other message do you have for the viewer here? Letting go of control. That's the hardest part, right? Which is trying not to control the process. This is why Spirit says, be in the feminine, proceed softly, gently going through your day and being open and receptive. But this is a process you cannot control. As much as you would like to, there is a greater plan at play here. Because you should be very proud of yourself, but you have done a lot of work. But the last piece here is to let go of feeling like you have to do something to make it happen. That is a third dimensional construct of action equals result. And when we elevate our consciousness into more Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, we begin to understand the interdynamics of the way energies work. And when we understand that it is not about us necessarily doing anything to bring about a result, that's when we begin to get it. And this can show up in many ways other than love. This can show up when it comes to success in business or abundance or friendships. It's like when you are in your power, you are a master manifester and attractor. And all you are meant to do is to be in your truth, in your light, and be open. And then what is meant for you will come towards you. Let's get another message here. Talk less, feel more. You know, I really love that this is coming up. It's the last quarter moon in Pisces. So what this is asking us to do is to again connect to the energy. How do we feel? It's not about what we say. It's not even about what is said to us. It is about what resonates for us. This is where our discernment connects us into our visceral bodies and says, does this feel authentic? Or is this just for show? And so Spirit is asking you to connect more to that emotional body. What is it that I desire? How do I want to feel? Part of the manifesting is less about the intellect and the logic and more about the feeling. Instead of talking about what you desire or saying it to yourself or writing it down in a journal of what you want to manifest, Spirit is reminding you to get into how will it feel? What is the emotion? What is the emotional resonance, the visceral resonance of what it will feel like when this is manifest? And I'm getting the feeling that what they're saying here is follow the feeling of where you need to be. So what do I mean by that? What that means is getting out of the head and the talking to yourself about what you desire and just follow the feeling. Like, I feel like the way the divine is guiding you is more subtle than in your face, and it's much more of an emotional thing. Where do you feel drawn? Even if it has nothing to do with manifesting love, right? Do you enjoy and love painting? Do you love getting out and walking on the beach by yourself? Do you love floating in the pool in the sunshine? What is it that you enjoy very much that may have nothing to do with finding love per se, but it has everything to do with aligning your frequency? Because the energy of joy, truth, authenticity strengthens your light to rise above. And I'll get one final message here before I head over to the extended. And like I said, in the extended, I'm going to pull 3 specific scenarios that could give some clues and some hints and some guidance for each scenario of what to be on the lookout for, as well as how you might be when this person manifests. Might give you a clue. But let me get a final guidance message here. Oh, interesting. This just opened up to the full moon in Gemini, which is embracing the flow of life. Again, do you see all the feminine energy here? It's about exiting rigidity and the earth energies, the Taurus and the Capricorn energy, and getting into the flow, getting into the feminine, getting into the receptive. There are ebbs and flows to life. And if you've been seeking for a while, maybe it's time for you to pause in terms of seeking and simply allowing. You know, sometimes we're meant to kind of go around and be more in the masculine. And other times we're like, okay, I've kind of looked around. Now it's time for me to take a little bit of a break. There's an ebb and a flow with the rhythm of life that if you have been trying to manifest something, give yourself a vacation from trying and simply just allow. And that may feel like, okay, easier said than done, Erika. How the heck do I do that? The way that you do that is by opening up and trusting the divine while maintaining the open heart. That's why they're having you get into the feeling, less the talking, less the intellect. This is about embracing the flow, going with the flow, breaking out of structure and rigidity to proceed softly. Your power is in being in the feminine receptive. Receptive to the messages. Let me see what's behind this. The last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. Again, this is about the challenge being to let go of the nitpickiness. That is an aspect of Virgo energy which can be nitpicky and picking things apart. Releasing, again, it's an earth sign. We have all 3 earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn here. So the challenge is in releasing the how, the when, the why, the where. Like, I probably shouldn't even do the extended because that's going to, not enable this. But what they're saying is the details, everyone always wants to know when, where, how, why. And the beauty of the divine is that they're not going to tell you. They may give you guidance in a direction, but the divine, even the most psychic or intuitive person, is not given all the answers because you're supposed to have the magic. You're supposed to go through the experience. You're supposed to be surprised and romanced and You know, if somebody tells you ahead of time, this is how it's going to happen and how it's going to work out, when it happens, it's like, oh, here it is. Okay. The magic is in the languishing unfolding of your story. And see the bigger picture, because then once you release, then there's rapid expansion. You're not attending to the details any longer, the nitty gritty, the nitpicky things, right? It's more rise above, see the bigger picture. Just know that things are working out for you. When you align with your truth, your light shines and rises above. The right person who sees all of your beauty, grace, and elegance and softness and power will be drawn to you. She's not hiding here in this flower. She's not hermiting. She is in her light. So with that, my beautiful friends, I hope that this was helpful. I know that there are many of you that are on the brink of calling in and manifesting the person you have been feeling around you. The hardest part is when the timeline takes just a little bit longer than you would like, yet you are on track. You are on track. So with that, I'm heading over to the extended. If you're interested, check out the Understanding Divine Masculine series. The link is down below. And again, that's about almost 7 hours worth of videos, deep dive into the Divine Masculine. In the phase of separation as he is beginning his awakening process. So again, a lot of my clients are divine feminine, but they've been working on releasing the remnants of their distorted masculine energy. And the distorted masculine energy is that who wants to control, that who wants to know and have guarantees, and that is not how the universe works. So that may be a very supportive series for you if you find yourself struggling with getting into the true feminine and allowing the divine masculine part of self partner with your inner feminine essence. So with that, beautiful friends, I hope this was helpful. I send you so much love. Bye.